Thank you very much. They said the recording's in progress anyway. All righty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sacramento County LAFCO monthly meeting. It's hereby called to order. And would everyone please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Nice to see everybody's shining faces here on on Zoom. All righty. Public forum comments. The public is encouraged to address the commission concerning any matter not on the agenda. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes. Commission is prohibited from discussing, taking any action on any item not appearing on the posted agenda. Madam Clerk, do we have any members of the public who wish to speak?
First, if you don't mind, I have an announcement, and then if we could also do the roll call.
Oh, okay. Well, moving right along, backwards.
Okay. So my announcement is pursuant to AB 361, the Sacramento Local Agency Formation Commission meeting is live streamed and temporarily closed to in-person public participation. There is no physical location for this meeting. The meeting is via virtual teleconference only. Thank you for your patience and support. To join this Zoom meeting live, you may go to LAFCO website homepage at www.saclafco.org and click on the link to join by computer. You may also join by phone at area code 669-254-5252. As Chair Jones stated, you may also watch live on Metro Cable TV channel 14. You may also watch a replay of the meeting on LAFCO website at www.saclafco.org. To make a verbal comment at today's meeting, use the raise hand icon in the Zoom meeting, and you will be allowed to speak during the public comment section at the beginning of the meeting for off-agenda items, or when the chair opens public comment for a specific agenda item, you will be able to make public comment at that time. Members of the public are encouraged to give oral or written comment. Written comments are always accepted. Send your email comment to commissionclerk@saclafco.org, and your comment will be routed to the commission and filed in the record. Thank you. And are we ready for the roll call?
Yes, go ahead and roll call. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Let's see, we have Commissioner Little.
Hi, we're here.
Both work.
Liebig.
Here.
Frost.
Here.
Desmond.
Here.
And Commissioner Jones.
Present.
Thank you. We have a quorum.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, Diane, I did receive the cable television announcement that seemed to overlap with something you said earlier with some announcements. Do I still need to read this?
Yes.
All right. This meeting of Local Agency Formation Commission is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the Local Government Affairs channel on Comcast, Consolidated Communications, and AT&T UVerse. This meeting is closed caption and live stream at metro14live.saccounty.gov. Seems like a new one to me. Alrighty, and today's meeting will be repeated Saturday, November 5th at 2 p.m. on channel 14. This meeting can also be viewed at youtube.com/MetroCable14. All right, correction that the closed caption and live stream will be at metro14live.saccounty.gov. All right. Well, let's try this again. Are there any members of the public online wishing to make a comment? Madam Clerk.
No, we have no one from the public wishing to speak.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to have the consent calendar. And just as a matter of course, for me, I would like to move item number 5 on consent to 6A under public hearing items, just so that there is a public comment on the draft municipal MSR that we're going to review. So if there are no violent objections, we'll move consent calendar number 5 to 6A under public hearing.
Second.
Any violent? Okay with everybody? Consensus?
Yeah. All
right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion for consent calendar, please.
Move consent, remainder of the consent calendar.
Second.
First and second, please call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Desmond?
Aye.
Frost?
Aye.
Little?
Aye.
Liebig?
Aye.
And Jones?
Aye.
Thank you. All in favor?
Thank you, ma'am. All right, we'll move to the public hearing items. As just referenced, 6A, we will, I hereby open the public comment period for the draft municipal service review and sphere of influence study for Del Paso Manor Water District LAFCO project 2022-01. The comment period, correct me if I'm wrong, Jose, the comment period will be open until our next meeting, the first week in December. So any and all, thank you, Jose. So everyone, comments, suggestions, phone calls can all be taken in via Sacramento County LAFCO offices. Thank you very much. Moving to 6B would be consider the appointment of regular and alternate public members to LAFCO. Mr. Henriquez, will you be opening that discussion?
Yes, Madam Chair, I'll just do a very brief staff report. As you know, the terms for the regular and alternate public member to the commission expire at the end of this year. And the process that's specified under LAFCO law or Cortese Schurtzberg is that the certain recruitment has to take place if the position is vacant. And vacant, as defined in another section of the government code, means that the seat has been vacated. There's no one who's currently occupying it. In this specific case, both seats are still filled by the incumbents, Commissioners Little and Murphy, and the regular and alternate positions respectively. And they have both indicated that they wish to be reappointed to another term beginning January 1st, 2023. What the commission directed staff to do was to basically circulate the announcement similar to the way that you would be if you're doing an recruitment, but only specify that the commission will consider appointing the incumbents. No decisions have been made. The position was circulated to the clerk of the board, supervisors, as well as all the city clerks and all the special districts, notifying them. A notice was also published in the newspaper of general circulation, as well as on our website. We did receive only one inquiry from a member of the public about the process. That person was invited to participate and basically submit a letter of intention if this is something of interest, but the person declined. So at the moment, the position here is to consider whether or not you want to have just reappoint the commissioners as stated in the notice, or otherwise you could just open up the recruitment period and we would circulate a notice again and institute some kind of process to vet the applications, and then the commission may either appoint an ad hoc committee to vet the candidates and then make a recommendation to the commission, or have the commission in general interview all or some of the candidates who have submitted an application. And that concludes my report, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Henriquez. We appreciate that. Commissioner Frost, you have your hand up.
I can wait for public comment for my, I can wait for public comment.
All right. Madam Clerk, do we have anyone? Was it, okay, let me back up a second. Jose, was there a letter of interest put in?
No one submitted a letter of interest outside of the incumbents.
Oh, okay. And so just to make sure, Diane, we don't have anyone from the public waiting to participate.
No, we do not.
Okay, Commissioner Frost, please go ahead. Thank you for waiting.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I just want to say that I feel that Commissioner Little and Commissioner Lebig have been thoughtful in their service to the LAFCO board, and given that there are no others stepping up, I would like to move to approve them for those positions.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for that vote of confidence for those two. Our alternate member, however, will be Tim Murphy. So hooray for special districts. Way to go, Commissioner Frost. Vote for Lindsay. Way to go. However, I think I know that our alternate member will be Tim Murphy, and then Chris Little is put in to continue as public member. So thank you for the positive comments. Are there any other? Sorry?
I said Tim Murphy's pretty great as an alternate too.
I totally
seeing
agree.
if I've only attended one meeting the last 4 years, I think that's a good testimony to Mr. Little's health.
Oh, well, Tim, we want to see your good looking face a little more often around here. Come on. Gee willikers. But no,
and on that, alternates can participate in the meetings whenever they want to. So it is something that you can, come to meetings and participate, even though the regular member is there, if there's, a need or a reason or a desire.
Mm-hmm.
I do keep abreast of the agenda, and I do speak with Mr. Little regularly. So I'm dialed in, but I will be present more often.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Didn't mean to give you such a hard time. As for 2 years, I was an alternate, and actually it really was like LAFCO 101 and 201 classes for me. So it was helpful. And you chat with Commissioner Little on a regular basis. So all that is very, very good. Would our candidates like to make a speech? 3, 2, 1. All right, I'll entertain a motion for the appointment to the regular and alternate public members to Sacramento County LAFCO.
So moved, Chair.
Second.
First and seconded, please call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Wonderful. Commissioner Desmond?
Aye.
Frost?
Aye.
Little?
Abstain.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, under the statute, the public member doesn't vote on the appointment. So.
Oh, you know what? You are correct. One, yes, one from the district. Is that correct? Go ahead, Deanne.
Yes, that's correct. We need a rep from each type of member agency. I don't think that will be problematic. But
I read that too in the document that was sent out.
Oh, you got an A+ on the SNAP test there, Mr. Little. Thank you very much.
So sorry for interrupting the clerk in the middle of a roll call.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Point of information. We needed it. Thank you.
Commissioner Levick?
Aye.
And Chair Jones?
Aye.
Wonderful. Thank you. All in favor.
All right.
That just raised, because when I gave you the rules, it raised
Yeah.
the concern because we don't have a city rep here at this meeting.
That's what I was about to say, is that I don't believe that the appointment can happen.
Affirmative vote from each class of member.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this
dear.
is something that I would request, because it was noticed for tonight's meeting for the appointment, that you continue the appointment to a date certain. So we at this meeting continue it to the December meeting. I think it's December 7th, and that
Right.
we will reconsider this on the December 7th commission meeting.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jose and Deanne, for
So
recognizing
let's have a
that.
new motion with continuing it to December 7th.
Okay,
So
Chair will entertain some. I'll second. First and second to continue due to lack of a city vote availability. And thank you for catching that. Sometimes I get a little too informal once in a while, but that is exactly the way we want to run things. So thank you, Deanne. Thank you, Jose.
Just for housekeeping, who was the first on the motion to continue?
Desmond?
Desmond, thank you.
Okay.
Next item is our business item review.
So did we do a roll call on the motion?
I don't think
On
we
the
have.
second motion,
did.
no. On the
Yeah.
motion to continue, okay.
Right. So we need a roll call on the continuation motion.
Commissioner Desmond,
Aye.
Frost,
Aye.
Liebig,
Aye.
and Chair Jones.
Aye.
Wonderful, thank you. All in favor.
Okay, and apologies to our public and alternate public member for the delay, but we'll get it taken care of on December 7th. Thank you for continuing. I really appreciate it. Okay, next item, Madam Clerk, go ahead.
Next item is item number 7, review and approve a new lease policy, LAFCO.
Madam Chair, I'll handle the staff report on this one. Basically, based upon the new requirement from the Governmental Accounting Standards Board, a public agency must disclose how much it pays out on. Well, actually, it must disclose either A, how much it pays out on leases from other entities, or disclose how much revenue it gains from leases of assets that the agency has that is lending out to another entity. In this specific case, LAFCO does have 3 leases already in place. The biggest one being for the office space that we rent out from the Special District Risk Management Authority. The policy is pretty clear cut and it's pretty standard. And basically, it says that the commission commits to disclosing how much revenue to disclose how much expenditures it has on leases. It also includes a cap. It's kind of akin to the GAN limit, if you're aware of that. Basically, it says that you're only committing to X number of revenues per year in leases. Right now, the recommended policy is less than $10,000. I believe I set it at $8,000. Which matches what the largest amount that we would pay out at any one time for all of our leases combined. The auditor, LAFCO's auditors actually reviewed the policy, and overall, language-wise, they're fine with it. They did recommend that actually increasing the limit amount to $10,000, and so the commission has a discretion of increasing the amount to $100,000. So you have the discretion of basically leaving it as is, the way that you have it in your packet, or just adopting the policy as is with the addition of setting the limit at $100,000. That concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Any questions from my fellow commissioners? I take it we don't have any public comment, Diane?
No, we do not.
Okay, thank you. So if this is like a GAN limit, it's going to be a high number anyway, and it gives you flexibility to make sure we have an office. That's basically the groundwork of this, correct?
Yeah, raising it to 100,000 would make sense that if we have an unforeseen something that occurs, then we need to basically lease some equipment or lease some additional facility. You have in the policy. So I took a conservative approach that the auditor is saying, it doesn't hurt to have it at $100,000 just to give you more flexibility. And they're okay with that amount. In fact, they're the ones who suggested it. So if you wanted to increase it to that, then you can.
Okay. Are there any further discussions or question points that people would like to make? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the new lease policy for our LAFCO.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Just a clarification, move
Yes,
the policy as is in your packet or with the...
No, moved with the increased amount.
Okay.
Second.
Thank you.
Okay, as clarified, please call the roll.
Commissioner Desmond,
Aye.
Frost,
Aye.
Little,
Aye.
Liebig,
Aye.
and Chair Jones.
Aye.
Wonderful. Thank you. All in favor. Motion passed.
All right. Well, we're going to move on to questions and announcements. Executive Officer, Commission Counsel, do you have any comments? Jose first, then Deanne.
Actually, I'll defer to council for the moment.
I just wanted to let the commission know that, as you're all aware, there will be upcoming changes in the Brown Act and our remote meetings with the passage of AB 2449, as well as the governor's expiration of the state of emergency on February 28th. So I have a outline memo prepared with the new procedures, and we'll coordinate with the executive officer to bring that to you either the December meeting or the January meeting for the commission to kind of give some direction and give you your options. I anticipate you all will hear these options many times on your other boards and that, but we will provide those to you as well and help plan the future commission meetings. And currently, the COVID rules under the state of emergency can continue as we've been operating with the 30-day findings up and through February 28th. So just so you know, that procedure and process can remain if you make the findings through February. But we will provide you your options so that we can plan accordingly.
Okay, we need to make sure we get that done because historically we haven't had a January meeting. But perhaps if it's needed, we might have to consider that just to get that squared away because we don't want to get stuck in February with a time crunch.
So timing wise, we can do it in December or February because as what we know now, that state of emergency will continue until February 28th. However, things might change. So we should be prepared for that.
Right. Well, I'll just jump in and speak on behalf of some of my fellow commissioners that the sooner the better on this. I don't like, look what happened tonight. Someone's ill and et cetera, and we can't move the public member situation ahead. So the sooner the better. I would appreciate it if you could get that done, Deanne, so that we can have time to digest it and get it done.
I'll work with the executive officer and present it as appropriate.
Thank you very much.
We can have something for you by December.
Right.
Thanks. Thank you. Anything else, Jose or Deanne? If not, we'll move to my comments or fellow commissioners. Do my fellow commissioners have any comments?
I just wish you all a good Thanksgiving this month. And I know we're early in the month and it'll come upon us very quickly, but hopefully everyone has a wonderful holiday.
Thank you, Chris. That's very considerate. We're still up to our eyeballs in Halloween candy, so I started to think about turkeys. I would like to make a comment about the LAFCO conference that was held in Newport Beach earlier this month, last month. And it was a great success. It was so nice to meet not only my old fellow commissioners that we already knew. It'd been 3 years since we'd gotten together and talked all the governmentese and issues and crazy things that have happened. And one thing that I took away that I was so happy about, there was a real sense of a whole new generation coming in and participating, interest in civics, in good governance, and all these issues that we deal with over time at LAFCO. And that was such a positive experience. And one example of that is our own Desiree Fox. So Desiree, I want to give a shout out to you as our new analyst. Talk about where everyone's running and shoot from the hip and trying to get everything organized and together. And especially in regard to certain sessions on MSRs and fire districts, as well as just generally getting to know everybody and soaking up the LAFCO stuff, the Cal LAFCO stuff. So shout out to Desiree, well done on your first conference. And now we definitely know who to go to for assistance on these things. Anyway, very positive. Thank you very much. Neither hearing nor seeing any hands raised or comments. My pleasure to adjourn the meeting. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Thank you, Chris, for saying that. This meeting is adjourned.